Hi, Dad. Last weekend I was on a ninjutsu seminar, and I always carry a first aid kit with me as a group leader, if you will. It's imperative that I actually can do something if something happens. I only bought a small package which came full with stuff in it, and it's all nice and good, but unfortunately, I want to also carry things that are not first aid, like let's say painkillers or some anointments to do to for if you have like bruises and stuff like that, and more general stuff. So I actually bought a bigger package, which is this one here. And since I don't need all the stuff in here, I want to put it back into my normal pharmacy. I'm going to repack them, and let's do that. And maybe I can just. So I have these two here, and just open it up. Uh, so this is a very nice one. It matches in my bag, which is also black. It looks tactical. So yeah, it looks cool. I mean, not very military, but so we have all the stuff. This is a nice thing. It just folds up. And so we have first here, we have arnica, which is good against blunt injuries. We have Voltaren, which is basically ibuprofen in a spreadable form. It's good for if you have pains, pains. Then I packaged some small things. Looked like she looked like drug deal, just isn't. So we have some lactase. That's for me personally because I have lactose intolerant. This is Puracol, which is basically just yeast to when I forgot to take my lactase to get back into this. And this is actually ibuprofene, which is ibuprofen, and we don't need that anymore, at least not in my netons. Some earplugs for sleeping. The headbands of shame. We have a couple people that have long hair, and if they forgot their headbands, they'll get a pink one. There's a unicorn in it. So this is the mouth-to-mouth sanitary plug, which is really cool. So it prevents urines. And let's start. So this is also, we don't need that. That's just cleaner for rinsed. Disinfectant for the wounds. Disinfectants for the hand. We don't need that right now. Hand gloves. Let's start packing here. So what goes back into are the actual like first aid stuff. So this is mole. We don't need that. This is gauze. So this is the it's not. I'm looking for. Well, of course, the cool scissors you need. Also, it will be a pack. Here we have because like the pack I bought had basically the standard first aid stuff, which is aimed mostly for cuts and bruises. But I kind of intend that most injuries we will see are blunt injuries. So I have instant cold and instant warm, which is packet, and you have 15 minutes of warm or cold, which is practical. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for here mask. This is basically just a backup if somebody requires you to have an FFP2 or N95 would be the American standard mask because of Corona. I also have, well, I don't really need them anymore, some Corona quick tests. I put that to the side. We're not going to need those. That's still not what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, because that's a, so there's a blanket, a rescue blanket, if you will, because that's the thing you need the least. We're gonna pack it this way. We're gonna pack it on the bottom. Then we have some sterile gauze. My gauze pack. This gauze pack is not sterile, so I'm not going to open the sterile ones because I want to here. Then we have some non-sterile cleaner pads, also nice, and we have some band-aids, which is always nice to have, obviously. And we're getting too serious. Here we have some bandages, and with the bandages, of course, comes the sticky thing. Okay. How did I pack that last time? Let me remember. I think I packed that. I think. I'm not sure. Or the other way around. I don't remember how I packed that. This doesn't make sense. Let's back up again. Think about the other way. So this goes. Yes, I remember. So this goes. These two. This goes here. This goes here. Yes, that makes more sense. This goes here. Packaged here. This goes in here. Exactly. And this goes here. Whoop. Whoop. Yes. And this is gloves. Thread gloves. Good. And we have the scissors. Side here. No, I want here. Okay. Great. Now this is a kind of cool device. Let me show it to you. Like that, yeah. So it goes like that. This goes into the person. This goes faces to you. You blow into the hole, and you don't get infected. I mean, the person that being rescued is gets infected, but well, what you gonna do? Oops. But in all honesty, I don't expect to ever use that. But these are one of those things that if you never use it, it's fine. If you have to use it and you don't have it, that's not fine. So it's here. And the pulse oximeter. It's kind of cool, small device. This is a medical one, of course, because I have one on my watch, but that doesn't do much. It's not very precise. So much sticky stuff on it. And we actually had to use it last weekend because we got one person that became a bit faint, and hence, so this is very useful if you have either a person that's unconscious and you don't want to know what it is, or you want to make sure that the person is still breathing sufficiently or sufficiently oxidized, or if you have a person that has some kind of cardiovascular issues like heat-induced. Okay, so I remember this goes here. That's right. This has to go in first. Order of operations. Here, here, and this goes here as if it was designed. So basically, I added all these cool things. Now I have my small first aid kit, and we're ready to go train today. This is one last thing. Since this is not a first aid kit anymore, we remove the sticker. Now we're again in compliance with the Geneva Convention, because only stuff that actually should be stickered. And yeah, I hope to see you soon, and see you later.